Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rajeev Lochan Tripathi, and I have qualified UGC NET JRF in the subject philosophy. And I just wanna share my tips that what I have done, and there is no grand tip or something like that. I just want to share something, and let's start. So the UGC NET paper is divided into 150 questions, 100 questions from philosophy and 50 questions from paper 1. And paper 1 is a mixture of all means maths, TI, teaching aptitude, research aptitude, higher education. So I just want to briefly share what I did in for philosophy and for paper 1. So for philosophy, I followed the philosophical study channel by Rahul Mondal Sir, and I subscribed to his Har Week MockTest 2.0, and his mock test really helped me because I think that mock tests are very helpful when it comes to preparation, because mock tests are a way of practicing like a cricketer practices in the nets. In the same way, mock tests are just like practice sessions. The more you practice, the more you get the feel of how you are going to attempt the questions. So thank you, Rahul Mondal sir, for your YouTube videos and everything. The mock tests were really helpful. And so starting with the resources, I just want to tell that don't follow many books, just go through one book multiple times. Just read one book multiple times. That is the secret. Means most of the time people follow many books, like they try to search for Indian philosophy, like 4 books in Indian philosophy. You just take one book for each unit and read it multiple times. I read Western philosophy why must for at least 4 to 5 times, and Satish Chandra Chatterjee Indian philosophy book I read for 4 to 5 times. So my secret and mantra was just to read one book multiple times and to practice questions and mock test as much as possible. So Datta and Chatterjee for Indian philosophy, and Vaimasi for critical history of Western philosophy, and a manual of ethics by Jadunath Sinha. And for contemporary Indian philosophy, I followed B.K. Lal. So these are the 4 books: Datta and Chatterjee for Indian philosophy, and Vaimasi for Western philosophy, a manual of ethics by Jadunath Sinha for ethics, and for Indian philosophy, B.K. Lal. These were the 4 books for the 4 main pillars of philosophy. Like most of the questions come from these 4 units, like Indian philosophy, Western philosophy, and contemporary Indian philosophy and ethics. And for other units, I just followed the notes of philosophical study channel. Like for applied philosophy, I just read the PDFs that were provided by Sir in his channel. Like for contemporary Western philosophy, I followed the notes of philosophical study. For applied philosophy, for socio-political philosophy, and I just try to attend as much mock test of as possible to get the feel of where I am lacking. So now coming to paper 1. Paper 1 is paper 1 also, you don't need to go through many resources. You just pick one good book and you go through it multiple times. Like I chose KVS Madan for preparing, and I read every unit at least 4 to 5 times. Like teaching aptitude, I read the chapter once and then I tried to solve questions, and the questions which I was getting wrong, I tried to revise that topic and then again I solved the question. So this is a repeatable process. Like you read and then you solve the questions. Through solving the questions, you will get to know your weak topics, and through knowing your weak topics, you will be able to read that topic and again solve those questions. So it's a cycle, like solve questions, read again, solve questions, read again. Like, that's the secret, I think. There is no grand secret. Like, you just try to understand the topics and you read it multiple times. Like, one book, multiple readings, one book, multiple readings. Not many books and one reading. That will not do you any good. So, and coming to note making, personally, I don't believe in notes making, because I think that note making is something which takes a lot of time. Instead of using that time to make notes, you can just revise the topics by understanding them. Like, note making is just writing down the things which are there in the books already. If you are making notes, like you are trying to write what is there in your mind, then it's okay. But if you are just copying from the book, then it's not of any use, because you are just writing from the book. So I didn't believe in any note taking. I just went through the books. Like, I just tried to revise as much as possible through the books itself. And biggest thing when it comes to preparing for any competitive examination is your mindset. Like, cracking any exam is, I think, 70% preparation and 30% mindset. Like, how much calm you are, like how much peaceful you are, like how much you are able to maintain that balance, like in pressure situations. That is what helped me. Like, in my first attempt, I was too much my mindset was too much in a rush. Like, I was trying to solve my paper in rush. But this time I was cool. My mindset was calmer. So I just took much more time to see the questions and then solve them. So it's more about mindset also, like how positive you are, how much you are in a good frame of mind. That is also what matters. So, any more things? I'm not able to cover all the things, because there are many things which I can tell, but the main things I have told, that what I did. So then, coming to failure part, like in my first attempt I missed net. In February attempt I missed net by 4 marks. So after that I realized that where I need to work on. So even if you fail in 1 or 2 attempts, it's not the end of the world. You can come back in your next attempt by working on your weak topics. So yeah, again I would like to tell that 70% preparation, and in preparation the most important thing is, for every unit, one book, one resource, and multiple times you go through it. Like, one time you go through it, second time you again go through it. Like, every time the concepts get brushed up in your mind. The more you read the books, the more times you cover up the books, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the concepts get brushed up in your mind. And 30% mindset, like maintain a calm balance and enjoy philosophy. Like, I didn't take philosophy as a burden, because I enjoy reading it. So enjoy reading it and the results will come. The important thing is to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey of reading philosophy. Yeah. Thank you.